Hi everyone, it's Mr. Bailey. I'm missing you loads. I hope you're doing really well. I hope you've been really good for your parents, staying safe, staying inside, helping out with all those jobs around the house like hoovering, doing the lawn, getting your toothbrush and getting under all those grimy bits in the toilet, you know, clean your teeth afterwards, alright, got to keep them pearly white. Now I've seen all the other teachers are doing some stories, so I thought I want to do a story, but I'm going to pick a really good one, okay? So I thought what I could start with is trivia on the loo, okay?
No.
But it's facts and trivia to boggle the mind.
No.
Oh, right, okay. Okay, I've got this one instead. This is good. Okay, what about the Hairy Bikers complete Mum's No Best book? Okay, apple and blackberry crumble.
No.
It's got pictures.
No.
Fine. Okay, this is. Oh god, that was loud, wasn't it? This is a surefire Game of Thrones Clash of Kings based off. But it's got like swords and stuff in it.
No.
Oh.
Why don't you read a poem?
Ah. Just so happens I have a poem here. It's my favourite poem from when I was a kid. Okay, and it's by a guy called Edward Lear, and he was born hundreds of years ago. Well, I say hundreds, about 200 years ago, and he was awesome. And that's even before Mr. Clark was born. Okay, so that's a really long time. Now, this is a nonsense poem, and anyone in my class who's done nonsense poetry knows that I love poetry. And I always do one of his poems, which is The Owl and the Pussycat, and this is one of his other really famous ones, and it's called The Jumblies. So I hope you enjoy it, okay? So, they went to sea in a sieve, they did. In a sieve they went to sea. In spite of all their friends could say.
On a winter's morn, on a stormy day, in a sieve they went to sea.
And when the sieve turned round and round,
and everyone cried, "You'll all be drowned!"
they called aloud, "Our sieve ain't big, but we don't care a button, we don't care a fig. In a sieve we'll go to sea. Far and few are the lands where the Jumblies live.
Their heads are green and their hands are blue, and they went to sea in a sieve.
They sailed away in a sieve they did, in a sieve they sailed so fast.
With only a beautiful pea-green veil, tied with riband by way of a sail to a small tobacco pipe mast.
And everyone said who saw them go, oh, won't they be soon upset, you know, for the sky is dark and the voyage is long. And happen what may, it's extremely wrong in a sieve to sail so fast. Far and few are the lands where the Jumblies live.
Their heads are green and their hands are blue, and they went to sea in a sieve.
The water it soon came in, it did, the water it soon came in. So to keep them dry they wrapped their feet in a pinky paper all folded neat, and they fastened it down with a pin.
And they passed the night in a crockery jar.
And each of them said, how wise we are, though the sky be dark and the voyage be long, yet we can never think we were rash or wrong, while round in our sieve we spin. Far and few are the land where the Jumblies live.
Their heads are green and their hands are blue, and they went to sea in a sieve.
And all night long they sailed away.
And when the sun went down,
they whistled and warbled a moony song to the echoing sound of a coppery gong in the shade of the mountains brown. Oh, Timbaloo, how happy we are when we live in a sieve and a crockery jar, and all night long in the moonlight pale we sail away with a pea-green sail in the shade of the mountains brown. Far and few are the lands where the Jumblies live.
Their heads are green and their hands are blue, and they went to sea in a sieve.
They sailed to the western sea, they did, to a land all covered in trees.
And they bought an owl and a useful cart, and a pound of rice and a cranberry tart, and a hive of silvery bees. And they bought a pig and some green jackdaws, and a lovely monkey with lollipop paws, and 40 bottles of ring burley and no end of Stilton cheese.
Far and few are the lands where the Jumblies live.
Their heads are green and their hands are blue, and they went to sea in a sieve.
And in 20 years they all came back, in 20 years or more.
And everyone said, how tall they've grown!
For they've been to the lakes and the torrible zone and the hills of the Chankly Bore. And they drank their health and gave them a feast of dumplings made of beautiful yeast. And everyone said, if we only live, we too will go to sea in a sieve, to the hills of the Chankly Bore. Far and few are the lands where the Jumblies live.
Their heads are green and their hands are blue, and they went to sea in a sieve.
Right, well, I hope you enjoyed that. I just want to say thank you to Kate, who did all the beautiful drawings and everything for the stock animation. You probably know, anyone who's been in my class, that stickmen is where I draw the line. Okay, so we need to say a big thank you to her. So thank you, Kate. Yeah, woo. Okay, if you liked the poem, brilliant. You can check out more of Edward Lear's crazy poems. But if you enjoyed the stop motion as well, there's some really good apps which you can get for your tablet, for your phone, for your iPad, anything like that. And they're all free, and you can try doing your own stop motion. So if you fancy that, download one, make some cute monkey pictures like this one. I like the monkey specifically because of his lollipop paws. And you can try doing your own stop motion, and you can upload it to J2E so I can watch it. Keep me entertained. All right, stay safe. Miss you guys. See you soon.